Hello, everyone. How's everybody doing? It's just me tonight. Actually, it's anybody that wants to come in. Community, I'm going to put a message out there. You can join me inside here with me. If you have anything to be thankful for, come in and talk about it if you like. Awesome to see everybody out there. I had to just at least say hey to everybody, the loyal people that come every week and everything. So I wanted to say that. And I also want to say the same sentiments everyone else has been putting in there. Happy Thanksgiving to all. This is a good time to be thankful. There's a lot of things to be thankful for. I know there's a lot of things going on in the world that are always crazy. Thank you for the heart or the thumbs up, whoever did that. I appreciate you. There you go. Happy Thanksgiving for sure. I appreciate all of you guys, everybody that watches, everybody that rewatches. I really appreciate that too. It's pretty awesome. Greetings from upstate South Carolina. Happy Thanksgiving, USA style, everyone. There you go. That's right. I know there's Canadians and all other parts of the world out there. That's one thing that's cool about going live and doing live stuff. You get all parts of the world, but you know what? Everyone can be thankful. Definitely a lot to share around. I'm gonna put this link out there for the community. Anybody that wants to join the StreamYard stream with me and come out here and just talk, and we can talk tech, we can talk whatever you want. We can talk things that we're thankful for. I am thankful for you guys. I really am. It's really awesome to have regular people on here to chat with, even though I'm the one doing all the chatting. It's really cool to also see a lot of people in the world that are using technology. I mean, it's really not out of a choice. It's more of they have to. I think it's gotten to that point where they almost have to, just because it's either that or get left behind. It's kind of the way it is. But I'm thankful that we have a lot of stuff that we have. If you think about, I don't know, 100 years ago, 200 years ago, there's so much stuff that we have. It's stuff, but you still have the same things with family and stuff like that. You still have all of that, and that doesn't change, and so those are the things that personally I'm thankful for. And I think everybody should be take time out, take this one day out of the year, and then be thankful. Dear Myrtle says, certainly thankful for our techie friends, for sure. Look at Roxanne. You decided to come in and join us, didn't you? You got the link, so you said, what the heck, right? Hey, girl.
I'm at
How are you?
my in-laws.
All right. Well, we're live. We're live out in the real world. So I just wanted to make sure that everybody knew that before they said anything they didn't want to or whatever. But we're just being thankful today. We're being thankful for what we have. So feel free to share something if you got something with anybody out there.
Well, I do have the best in-laws and family because of everything that happened last year.
Isn't that awesome though? Isn't that great to have that, to be able to fall back on that? It truly is, isn't it? I mean, that's so wonderful. I mean, I swear. I know Jalen says here, I'm truly thankful for our Tinkering with Tech community. Me too. It's a good bunch of people. It's a good bunch of people. It really is.
And for all of y'all.
Yep. I hear
Keeping me busy.
That's right. That's right. Dear Myrtle says, I like seeing how we support each other. We do. It is. It's a community. And you know what? You don't have to be a Tinkering with Tech member either. If you're a techie nerd out there and you're watching the show or doing whatever, that's just as cool. You know what I'm saying? And Mike says out there, everybody like that smash button and show your support for the channel. Well, thank you, Mike. Absolutely. I love it. I appreciate it. We'd be too isolated without the technology to communicate. That is so true. Life is good. Yeah. That's right. I know. Isn't that something? I mean, seriously, because it's so much going on nowadays. Mm-hmm. And it's so cool. This is what's so neat to me. I mean, we are not anywhere near each other. You and I, Roxanne, we all are kind of, a state over, but it's not like we can drive over and just chat and do whatever. This is what's so cool, to have this kind of technology to be able to do this kind of thing. I'm thankful for that. Because this
Yeah.
is,
Oh,
to me,
definitely.
it is the true social media. You know what I'm saying? This is true social media when it comes down to it.
Had a epilepsy meeting last night,
Did you?
and it was for North Carolina.
Mm,
The lady that's in some of our groups,
yeah.
she said, "Oh, I can't attend." I said, "Well, when will be a good time for you?" And she told me, so we're
Mhm.
actually meeting Sunday afternoon.
Awesome.
So I
That's
mean, it is. It's great
that's super
because
fantastic.
she's in Ireland.
Oh wow, that's
I
awesome.
know. So we've known each other for a while since Google,
That's fantastic.
and we've never talked in person, but
Love that kind of stuff.
finally going to get to, I guess you can
Love
say,
that.
meet
Love
her.
that. Love that. Hey, Bill, great to see you joining in. I see Miss Sheila. Sheila's here too.
Oh,
Happy
there's Sheila.
Thanksgiving.
Yep.
Happy Thanksgiving, Miss Sheila. And then we have Donna out there. Hey, Donna. And she said, I agree with Jolin. You know what? I mean, it's so cool and it's so awesome. Hey, Mert, I'm going to bring you on. You are live, just so everybody knows you are live. We're doing this live because we wanted everybody to give thanks and say something about being thankful for. And Andrew, virtual turkey sandwiches will be served in the after party.
I love it. Very thoughtful of you, Andrew.
Yeah.
Bring the pumpkin
Gosh,
pie.
I just hope it tastes as good as it sounds.
So
Talk to us, Mert. What are you thankful for?
you may have noticed that we're already packing. We haven't
Mm.
put our house on the market yet, but I'm
Mhm.
thankful for my grandchildren because they are just pitching in. All my
Amen.
bookshelves are clear on that wall. I have
Amen.
boxes everywhere, but I can't physically make this move without their help. And I slip them some money. Their parents, like, they don't pay them, and I slip them some money because my grandma Myrtle used to slip me some money. And I don't
Where
know.
do I get in that line? Where do I get in that line?
Yeah,
I want to
right.
stand in that line. No, I'm just kidding.
Okay, there must
I'm
be
messing
super
with you.
chat. I don't
You
know.
know I'm messing. You know I'm messing with
I
you.
know. Yeah, it's a different thing to, when I moved into this house, I said I'm never moving.
Right.
But all of them are planning to move to the Pacific Northwest, and
Got you.
I don't want to be left behind, and also I can walk without a
Ah, there you
wheelchair or
go.
walker at sea level, so I'm going.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
but
That's awesome.
this is that steamer trunk Mr. Mert gave
Yeah.
me that I'm putting all those little journals in with one story, one picture, one
That's
ancestor.
so awesome. I
Yeah.
love that. I think that's such a cool idea too. I just absolutely love that.
Well,
Hold on. And I got to, Bill put this up. He said, I am thankful for all of you. Happy Thanksgiving. And he's a Canadian. So no, Bill, thank you.
yeah, we're
You
having
can always be thankful. It doesn't have to be a specific day of the year. You can always be thankful for things. And I agree with you, Bill.
Well,
Happy
I'm going to head
Thanksgiving for
out
sure.
because yes,
Okay.
happy
Hi,
Thanksgiving.
Roxanne.
Absolutely.
Happy
Absolutely. I just want,
Thanksgiving.
yep. This is
Bye.
for just come in, spot in, jump in, whatever. And that's right. There you go. There you go.
Yeah. And
Oh, I love it. John says, thanks for the heads up, Andrew, on the sandwich. For the Thanksgiving sandwich. That's
we've
funny.
known each other for so many years.
Yeah. Yep.
And have been influenced by people like Ronnie and others. And there's always somebody in this group on standby
Yeah.
to help or to,
Great
hey,
point.
jump in. We need an extra person to test this new thing. And
Great point.
yeah, we're kind of
That's a valid point.
inquisitive.
I love it. I love it. I wanted to do something today. I thought it was important because Heather and I are truly thankful for this group. We started it. We had no idea how it was going to go or what we were going to do or how it was going to do. You know what I'm saying? We weren't
Mhm.
sure.
Mhm.
And it has turned into such a really awesome thing. No matter how big it is or how small it is, we're able to help people. And I think that's the biggest thing that anybody that knows me knows I love to help people. And that is really, truly what I'm thankful for, is that I get a chance to do that. Do this
Well,
exactly.
you're also very thankful you get to pick on Terry most Friday nights.
Yeah, that would go without the tech part of it. But I mean, yeah, no.
Yeah.
And Donna says, this is such a great group. That's true. It is. And Mike says it's so funny. Now he's a Canadian. He says, if you want me to bring Thanksgiving turkey sandwiches, they're a month old already. So that's true. Jolyn says that streamer trunk is awesome, Mert. And it is. That is really cool. What a neat gift that was too, huh?
Yeah. And the inside
really
of it's a light aqua. It's from the 1940s. And it was made
so cool.
locally. Made for a local department store that's not, we don't have big fancy department stores anymore.
It's true.
We buy online or we buy local, and I'm trying really hard to buy local, but I do have Amazon stock.
I know it's tough. It's tough, right? I mean, it is what it is there. So, and Richard says you need to be on Pacific time anyway. Dude,
I do, Rich. Yep.
Dude, you and I are going to fight. I'm just kidding. Bill says, yes, happy late Thanksgiving for all my American friends. Yep. And she said, Jolyn says, I always smile when I'm with you guys. This is about you. That's why I'm putting all your comments up there. I mean, that's what it's all about. And happy late Thanksgiving to you, Bill. And Bill says, don't forget to set your scales back 10 pounds tonight. Isn't that the truth? Isn't that true?
The centerpiece on I have a kitchen, an island in the kitchen, and I always decorate that. And I have this metal thing that 4 different plates go on, and 4 different pies are going on. And that's the centerpiece. I should take a picture of it just to make you hungry. We're having every kind of pie.
Send me a copy of that. I'll use that. I'll tell everybody it was my house.
Then we'll all, that's the only thing we can't do is give hugs and share pie a la mode.
True. That's true. That's true. Sheila says, thankful for our Canadian friends. Otherwise we would, otherwise who would teach us to speak Canadian? That's true.
Hello,
there is that.
Sheila. Hello.
Getting out of Eastern time is really great. She's not in Eastern time.
I'm in Mountain, so I'm pretty close to you, Rich.
She's pretty close. That's right. That's right.
But there is a difference. East Coast people are more formal. You have to really RSVP unless it's the South. Then you just have to bring stuff.
True. That is true.
But in the in the Pacific Northwest, people are very relaxed, laissez-faire, tree hugger type people. Yeah.
I hear you.
That's where I was born and raised.
Andrew says, since Amazon has 2 centers within 30 miles, I consider them local.
That's a good point. We have 2 in the Salt Lake Valley too. So yeah.
There you go.
Great. I'm justified.
Friends that I've made in this community. Yeah, I agree. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate it. I'm just thankful for people that want to learn. You know what I'm saying? It's very encouraging when we just sit there. So many people bicker, and there's so much going on out there in the world that with the fighting and bickering, but people that still want to learn, that encourages me because I learn every day.
I know. We're going to get you to McGuffey's Readers before too long now. That's what my dad learned to read. You know what it is about this group is there are no egos except for Terry's. But I mean, seriously, when we're trying to figure out some new options on Zoom,
it's not about that, is it?
It's about discovering together, or could you try this? Or if you tried it and it didn't work, you're not upset if somebody else says, hey, try this.
That's exactly right.
So positive.
I love it. Letitia, how are you? We're doing live. We are live.
Hi.
You are live. We are live. Everybody's live because we are just talking to the crowd out there and telling everybody what we're thankful for. What you thankful for? Talk about it.
This year was a rough year for me. I had, I moved. I had to get rid of toxic people out of my life. But I'm just, yes. Long story, another show.
Yeah. But you got some babies that are pretty cool.
Oh my God, love them babies.
Yes, that's why I want to say that I'm thankful for my kids because they really like. I know it's cliche. Everyone says this. Like this is why I keep moving and keep going. Is because these 5 precious souls that I was gifted with. Okay.
Amen.
Yeah. So I'm thankful for that.
I love it.
That's plenty. That's plenty. You know,
Yes.
and isn't it funny? Because, you know, because I said this to my kids the other day when I was visiting their house. I said, I know we're always talking about the grandkids, wanting to see the grandkids and everything else. And I keep telling them, but I have to remind them too. I say, you know what? If it weren't for you guys to have these grandkids, we love you too. We just don't tell you as much. We don't tell you as much, but I'm going to tell you, it's pretty awesome.
Yeah, but you know where you are on the list. Those grandbabies come up at the top.
Yes, they do. Yes, my mother-in-law don't play with the
No, absolutely. But aren't they? I mean, cherish them too, because you know what? While they're young and they grow so fast,
oh,
you know,
yes,
they just grow so fast.
Yes, they do.
It seems like
go fast.
Seems like just like seriously, it seems like a couple years ago that I was doing Little League with my kids. And now I got grandkids getting ready to start soon. I'm like, oh my goodness.
And you see, like as a grandparent, don't you see certain things repeat itself, like with your kids, and now it's repeating yourself.
Sure.
And the grandkids is so amazing.
Sure.
Yeah, my kids are really young, so it's like I'm more of like preparing for the future.
You're getting there. You're getting there.
That's what I'm always thinking about. But they're growing fast. They are.
You blink.
I mean, I've always heard historians say that history repeats itself. There's a lot of things that show hold of that. And, you know, it's one thing when my father passed away, I spoke at his funeral and I said to him, I said to everybody, I said, you know what? This is a couple of years ago now, but I said, everybody always wants to teach or give your kids things that you didn't have.
That's right.
That's what they always try and do. You know what I do? I try to give my kids what I did have. Yeah. Because I had love and I had all that. I mean, that was a huge thing to me. So, and I said that during his funeral, and you know, it touched a lot of people, and a lot of people said that to me, because that's the important thing. Give me,
I'm glad you mentioned that, Michael. Yeah, I'm glad you mentioned that, because it's my children in a crazy different world. You know, they have way more access to things than I had. Like, we had encyclopedias back then. Now they have the internet, and they're learning so much. And even the children in their class, their vocabulary, they're using so many different words. Some of them are not appropriate, but I have to constantly keep reminding my kids, like, well, this is how we talk, and this is what we do. And just basing it off of the things that I've learned growing up that really just stuck with me and stuff. So like you said, like we always say, I want to give my kids what things I didn't have, but it's like, really, like you said, give them what you had. Like, we had structure, we had discipline, we had feeling appreciative, you know, and so like, getting the kids to understand, like, you got to be grateful, because my husband wasn't born here. He was born in Jamaica. So we show them videos of where he was born. Like, y'all should be glad, y'all, you know, you could walk down the street and there's street lights and there's this and that. Like, y'all should, you know, be grateful. So it's just gets them to remind themselves of it all.
Sometimes we need to sit back and think of that. And a lot of times we do that, you know, we do that at dinner, you know, with the family and stuff. That's too. Important. We'll sit down and let them talk about, hey, what are you thankful for? And even if it is material, let them understand that it's not just material too. Right. But that's a good time to do it, because that's what they're going to bring up. Yeah. That's what they're used to bringing up. Well, I got this, and I got this, and I got this, and I got this. Right. So that is awesome. Yeah. Well, think about these countries that don't have that. Yeah, exactly. Yep. And then you say, okay, so what about like your grandparents' friendship, or what about when, you know, those little things like that? I know, Mert, you're a big deal with going to watch your grandkid at football and stuff like that. And everything. I know that's a big deal. Yeah. Yep.
And I watched wrestling. They live streamed it to YouTube.
Wow.
My grandson, he's a junior this year. He's on varsity wrestling. He lettered in football this fall, and he is academic achievement. I mean, wow. And they're I could go on and on, Letitia. But I mean, and yet he's the biggest teddy bear in the world, and he's comes over and just helps whenever we need it and stuff like that. Yeah, those are good times. We're gonna do something this year. my daughter said, "Okay, you're packing up your house, so we don't have to use great-great-grandmother's silverware and great-grandmother's dishes." I'm like, "Yes, we are."
Yeah.
But
Yes, yeah.
we have great
The food
w
tastes better on there because it's been
yeah,
used a lot, so it's like it has all the spices and yeah.
there's tradition, but we're going
Yeah.
to
Tradition,
do we
yeah.
Right.
always do this, and it's the little redheaded girl's turn, she's 10.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
We have the crystal goblets that are my
Uh-huh.
stepmother's, and we invert them, get a little wet around the edge like you would for a margarita, except I don't serve margaritas at
Right,
Thanksgiving.
right.
Put it in the sugar,
Okay.
pull it out, and then what we
Mhm.
pour into it is half cranberry juice cocktail and half ginger ale, and it
Mm.
looks so pretty and sparkly and
Nice.
everything, and she gets to
And
help
they think they're drink
do the sugary part.
Oh,
So
nice.
that's
There
a
you
big
go.
deal.
Oh,
I
that's
mean,
gonna be
I
fun.
love it.
the
I love
crystal
it.
is so thin that you could almost bite it by mistake. It's so thin.
Oh.
It's not anything. I didn't have crystal in China. That wasn't my
Uh-huh.
forte, but I am having fun teaching them. Like if you ever, when you're 32 and go out on your first date, or you ever get invited. Oh, we lost Letitia.
Yeah,
Did she
she
go?
bounced. She'll
She
be back.
bounced.
I think she
Oh,
hit the wrong button probably. That's all right.
yeah. Well, she'll be back maybe. But
But I mean, yes, and those are the things that I'm thankful for. That history
the
or
tradition.
building that, drawing, the tradition, getting back to those kind of things and thinking about those kind of things. And instead of, I mean, I can remember, seriously, I remember back when I was a young kid and we had one TV
Yeah, yeah.
and football was on Thanksgiving. And
Yep.
I remember my dad sitting there watching with my dad when I was just a young I mean, that, just stuff like that. So, I wanted to do those same things with my kids when they came through.
Hanging
So.
out together, doing nothing
Hello,
in
Eileen.
particular.
That's
There
right.
she is.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
I think that's important stuff. And I think Thanksgiving is all about that. I think that everyone's thankful for something, I promise you.
Mhm.
And this is
Yeah.
a good time to sit back and just reflect on that.
Totally with you on that. Totally.
Yep.
This time of traditions, I can remember my grandmother we'd go for Sunday dinner, not
Right.
necessarily because they always came to our house because it was bigger for the whole big family.
Right.
My grandmother Frances would meet us at the door and have us stick out our hands to see if our hands were clean. That's silly. And she'd look in our ears to see if our ears were clean. Now, I
love
draw
it.
the line at that. I don't do that. But I do tease my kids and grandkids know about that, and so I always tease them.
Isn't that great?
Funny, dumb little
Yeah.
fluky
Yeah.
things that,
Yep.
she's probably, you had to say that.
But you
I
can, it'll give you something to talk about every year from this point forward too,
Yeah.
though. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
it'll carry on as a conversation. Do you remember when grandma used to do,
Yeah,
or, whatever
exactly.
used to do this?
Yeah.
Those are the fun ones. I like that reminiscing or, because like I have a sister that's 11 years difference in me. So
Wow.
we really didn't grow up together. But when we were at holidays, we would talk about the things. Remember when so-and-so and, whatever. I mean, it was just fun to talk. And I'm like, no, I don't. But let me hear about it, So, but that was the fun thing. Those are the fun things that really bring back memories and that kind of stuff. I don't want to go too long. I just did this about 20, 30 minutes, but I'm glad you came in with me. Otherwise it would have been me. There you go. Eileen says, I'm thankful for the Tinkerman Tech community. Amen, Eileen. Me too. I am too.
And
Just
tell her
everybody and everything.
my room isn't normally this messy. I'm moving.
She
don't
is
know
moving.
where yet. And
That's
we're already
right.
the kids are helping me pack. It's all good. Oh, thank you, Michael, for letting me come on and visit with
Of
you.
course.
We
Of
are
course.
thankful for you and we love you.
Well, I
So
appreciate
and
that.
your dear sweet wife who puts up
Thank
with
you.
you.
She does put up with me. Yes.
Oh my gosh, I don't know how she does it. I'm spoiled with Mr. Mert.
Yes, you are. He's a good guy. He's a
Yeah.
lot of fun too. I
Yeah.
think it's awesome. And Heather couldn't make it. She's actually not feeling too good. She's still kind of
She had a
residual from
hard time.
she
Yeah.
has, and I think it has to do with her tooth or something. I can't remember. But so I hope Heather gets better. We're thinking of you, Heather, for sure.
We
And
are.
I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna end this, but I also wanted to just say one last time, thank you, everybody. I hope you have an amazing Thanksgiving, because that is an important thing for family, friends, and anybody that is not as fortunate, anything like that. Which is a time to be thankful and do things for people. I
Yeah.
always try to do things for people any chance I get.
We hadn't
so-
noticed.
But thank you very much.
Yeah.
There will be a backstage pass. Anybody that didn't want to come on live, I get it, and that's fine. But let's just be thankful. I hope everybody has a safe holiday. We'll see you after this. Lovely Michael just wasn't ready to jump in live. Air hugs across. No, that's no problem
Get
whatsoever.
that.
Like I said, I 100% I get that. But anyway, thank you again, Mert, for jumping in with me. I appreciate it. And
Okay.
everybody else enjoyed it as well. Enjoy your holidays. Yep, enjoyed all the stories. And yes, I'm thankful for 𝐤𝐴𝐽𝐻 and Friday Night Game Show. Well, thank you, Gil. I appreciate that. We will see you guys next week. And in the meantime, be safe. Oh, look at there. Thank you. Thank you for you, big guy, Sheila says. I'm going to end this, and we will chat in the backstage pass. Anybody that wants to come in and chat there, we can do that. Mert, thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
Bye
Be
all.
safe.
Yep. Be safe. All right.